Hello everyone, welcome to Karmic Palms. Today we're going to be discussing about why is it important to include your left palm lines and signs to unlock your wealth potential. You know, why is it important? Why do we see left palm and why is it so important also to check your wealth, how to unlock your wealth potential? We're going to discuss this in this video. Before we do, please subscribe, and if you want to get your palm analyzed, do WhatsApp us in the description box. We've also started a course on palmistry on an expert level. If this is something that interests you, do WhatsApp us. We'll be happy to discuss more on that. Now, what do I mean by saying why are left signs? Why should you also get your left palm checked with your right? Because often what happens is there's a lot of times you do have good lines in your right palm. Okay, a lot of signs and lines in your right palm which can help you boost in your life. For example, let's say your trajectory goes up in life, like this constant growth. Okay, this constant growth in your life, which is a very good sign. This is your dominant palm. Okay, but there are some hidden signs also in your left palm which you can see. Okay, so that you can get a sudden surge in life. Not just a normal growth like this, but a sudden surge. So, where do we see these signs and how do we think? That's why it's so important to even get your left palm checked with your right palm. Okay, I'm going to discuss that. Now, let's say, for example, let's say you have a very good fate line. Okay, now what does this mean? Having a very good fate line. This shows there's a steady progress, like what I showed this one first. This shows steady progress. Now, let's say you don't have a business line. You don't have any special signs here. Your lifeline is normal, your mind line is normal, and your heart line is normal. Now, let's say you have all of this. Okay, so what this indicates is when we see somebody's palm, now what we are predicting is a dominant palm, which is true in modern palmistry. But according to karmic palmistry, you're only seeing half side of the story, which means, for example, now let's say you have all this good signs. So if you look at it from a modern palmistry level, this indicates steady growth, good wealth accumulation in life, and you will do okay. You will do good. Okay, you won't reach the heights and peaks, but there will be steady job because say you don't have a business line, you have a 9 to 5 job. Okay, so there will be growth. You will buy properties, you will buy a house. There will be a decent bank balance and things like that. Now, what if we want something more than that? What if somebody wants something much more than that? Like, they want 10 times more than what they have. That's when you see your left palm. Now, what we have seen here is only half side. You see the screen here? This is the half side of the story that we've seen in your modern day. Yes, you will do good. Now, for example, let's say there is a fish sign here. Okay, or there is a triangle here in the Rahu mount. Or in your business area here, there is a star. I'm just giving you examples so you get an idea. Any of these signs, okay? Now your fate line goes up like this, okay? Your mind line is here. Your lifeline is here. Now let's say this forms into a money triangle here, or your business line is here. Now let's say that you have a money triangle here, but you don't have it here. So what I'm trying to say is when you have signs like this, these are signs. For example, you already have a good line. Okay, means steady growth. When you have signs like this or any signs of fish here, or for example, another fish here. I'm just giving you examples, guys, so you get an idea. Or a triangle here. Any of these signs, for example, I'm just giving you examples so you get an idea. Or there is a small triangle here on top, like this. Okay. All this indicates that you have a very good chance of sudden money into your life. Wealth can come into your life, or you have Rahu lines, standing Rahu lines here, which indicates sudden wealth. Now, how do you get that sudden wealth? How do you get to that sudden wealth? This is what you need to understand. Doing 9 to 5, you're not going to get sudden wealth. Okay, you have a business line here, but you don't have a business line. It means there is the potential for you to do business. You have to activate these lines into your current life. You have to activate these signs into your current life. Is when you will get sudden wealth. You will get boost in wealth. Or, for example, you were doing some job and suddenly there's a promotion and your salary is doubled. That's a boost. Now, that cannot come from here. That can only come from signs here when you activate these signs here. That's why they say, for example, now let's say your fate line is really bad here. For some people, it goes up to this point and there's no fate line. Or your Rahu is in the dip here and the Rahu here is positive and your fate line here is good. This is how you manifest these lines into your current life. Because you might say that there is no hope. Why? Because we've only seen half side of the story. We've seen here, okay, your fate line is good, so things are going to be rocky for you. You're not going to do that great. Things will become a struggle. You'll have to work hard, blah, 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 story like that. But what happens is, but when you get your left palm checked also, so we see, is there any potential here that this person can boost, can get a very good boost in life, is when these signs and lines come in. Okay, say for example, you have a very good business line here, but your business line is completely broken in your current life. You don't have a business line, or if it's all there, it's all broken. Now, what does this mean? It means too many ups and downs in the business. Okay, or if there's no business line and you're doing job, that means you have a potential to do business. You can activate these lines here. I hope you understand what I'm telling you guys. It's very important. What I'm trying to say is, it's very important to get both your palms checked. Okay, because there are hidden potentials even in your left palm which you can activate into your right palm. Okay, so you can benefit from both positive signs. Or if your right palm has negative signs, maybe there is very good lines in your left palm which can get activated into your current life. Otherwise, if you're only going with one side, that means you're only listening to half the story. The other half of the story you have no clue about. Okay, so this was just something I wanted to share with you. I hope this helps. Please subscribe. And if you want to get your palm analyzed, do WhatsApp us. It's in the description box. Take care, everybody. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.